First of all, really proud of this team finding a way to be able to get it done. Man, are there so many things that we can clean up. But I'll tell you what, haven't been doing this that long, but I've been doing it long enough to know you never take a win for granted in this league. It's too difficult to come by. We're going to have our eyes up. We're going to move forward the right way. I'm really proud of the resilience that I saw from this group and a lot of things that we created some of our own adversity. But you credit the Falcons and Coach Smith's unit for being able to kind of just make enough plays to stay in it. We had too many turnovers, too many things that we didn't capitalize on, but we found a way to be able to get it done. And I thought there was a lot of instances of complimentary football on display, whether it was Jacoby Durant at the end of the first half being able to put us in a position to get that extra touchdown before we went in, whether it was Jalen Ramsey making that pick when he had to. Really proud of a lot of guys. It was good to be able to get some of those players that you guys were on me about involved and really be able to utilize the entirety of our roster. We had some injuries. We'll see where they come out. But I am proud of this group, and I'm looking forward to being able to look at this tape, clean it up, and move forward on to next week.
Sean, in your words, can you kind of take us through what went wrong in the fourth quarter, and then also those last few sequences?
Yeah, I mean, really, it was just turnovers. I mean, really, it was turnovers. We really had to punt one time today, and we saw how that worked out. So we gave them a lot of opportunities. But again, don't take away the credit that they deserve for being able to make those plays. But we've got to be more poised, more resilient, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're not going to run away from some of the things that we didn't do well today, but we're also not going to allow ourselves to do anything other than appreciate being able to come away with a win in what we know is such a competitive league. And so there's a lot of different things. I mean, it's very uncharacteristic, but it happened, and we still found a way. And unless they tell me that you get more points for being able to win by more points, I don't really care. We found a way to be able to get it done, and that's how I know I'm maturing, because I would have been grumpy before on this thing, but holy hell, I need a couple drinks, Steve.
We made a point of emphasis to get some of those other guys involved.
Yeah.
It looked like it was a point of emphasis from your point early to get those guys in spread the ball. I don't think Cooper Kupp had a target till midway through the second quarter.
Yep.
Was that what the defense was giving you, or was that intentional?
You know what? It was really what the defense gave us, but, it was being able to get a lot of different guys involved. I think you have to be multidimensional in what you can present offensively. We know Cooper's going to find a way to be able to get involved, but I thought it was important, which you guys recognized last week, to be able to get Allen involved, to be able to get the running backs going a little bit, to be able to get Tyler Higbee his touches. Ben Skowronek makes a couple catches, Brandon Powell. So we've got to utilize the totality of our roster and the guys that are up with our 48 on game day. I thought that was on display. And what I'm really encouraged about is all the things that we didn't do at a high level, where you put that game away and you're not having to worry about it, I think are all very correctable things. I'm not minimizing that it's not good enough, but again, I feel confident in our ability to be solution-oriented as we move forward for the things that didn't occur up to our standards on a consistent basis, snap in and snap out. On the block punt, they had a free runner right up the middle, long snapper. Matt just ended up missing his block, and when you get that internal penetration like that, it's going to be tough to be able to get it off.
You want to see more urgency from your punter in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to be able to speed up the delivery, but we didn't even block him, as what it looked like to me. I'll have to go back and look at it, but when I saw it, it was almost like there was an unabated A-gap rusher right up through the middle. And so no matter if you want to be able to speed it up on a two-step delivery, sometimes those are tough to be able to get off. But, I mean, you talk about feeling, when that one occurred right there, but our guys just stayed the course. Hey, I'm being honest, right, Gary? All right. You might have to bleep that out, but, and my mom will get mad at me too, but no, you know what? He was trying to play through, obviously, the calf things, but I have total confidence that we'll rebound and he'll respond. And I want these guys to be eyes up as we move forward and attack these problems that we can fix.
Talking about Jalen Ramsey, he obviously saved the game. What was his full impact on today's game?
Big time. I think it started with just his accountability, and I'm really just so happy for Jalen, watching him continue to grow. He's obviously always been a great player, but now you watch him continue to assert himself as a leader, and I think that starts with some of the accountability, the ownership, the standards he has for himself, and I thought it translated into a great week of practice, and then obviously he made a bunch of impact plays that tilted the outcome in our favor today, so really happy for Jalen, Claudia.
Decision-making process in getting Ben Skowronek involved in the eye, and then some of the personnel mixture that you use in the backfield.
Just to be able to mix it up a little bit. Sometimes those things might be applicable, but when you've got tough players that you can utilize in a bunch of different ways, really proud of what he did. Not surprised, but, he's just a football player. He can play receiver. He lined up in the eye a handful of times today, and, I'm really happy to be working with Ben Skowronek.
Sean, do you go down the final stretch like that and guys are feeding off your emotion, are you conscious to say, keep calm?
For sure, absolutely. You know, I think that's key and critical because the reality is this: as bad as it had gone, we still had the lead. We never trailed, and so you know we still can make enough plays. There was a lot of things that I did believe were uncharacteristic, and it really didn't matter what happened up to that point, other than hitting the reset button, being totally and completely present and in the moment. And I thought our guys did that. We could go through. We could talk about that fourth quarter and really, you know, the second half. For such a long period of time to really be able to go over everything. But that's why we got, a chance to be able to get that thing cleaned up tomorrow. But we're going to enjoy this one.
The opener, that sometimes you have to get punched in the mouth to see
Yeah.
how you're going to respond. How would you kind of describe what happened to you guys today?
I would say that we came out and did a great job of, really being able to assert control of the game, and then we relinquished it because of self-inflicted wounds. But we had enough mental toughness, physical toughness to be able to find a way to still finish it out and come away with the win. And so for that, I'm proud, and I'm excited about attacking some of these things that we've got to be able to fix if we want to go where we want to go. But after 2 weeks, we lost to Buffalo, found a way to be able to get it done against what I believe is a very tough physical football team, and then we'll move forward to next week.
Sean, this is the fullback. Was that because of some of the offensive line concerns, or is that something you might start incorporating more?
I don't know. It might be something. No, here's what I would say. We always feel like there's different things that you can present. And when you've got movable pieces, Ben enabled us to be able to present, some 21 type of looks out of 11 personnel. And, that's what some of these guys do in a 21 grouping with fullbacks that are athletic enough. And it's just kind of the inverse of that. And so we'll see. It didn't really have anything to do with anything other than we felt like that was the best approach for this week. Whether that's something that we use this coming week will be predicated on how we best feel like we want to try to attack Arizona.
How do you think Stafford played today?
I thought he did a great job. I think there's a couple plays. You look at the pick in the, kind of that fringe area. He thought Hayward was kind of playing visual in the backfield. He makes a good play. That's one that, he knows he's better than that, and we learn from it. And then on the other one, it's a man coverage. There's a low hole defender inside. It was really a very similar type of play to where he second windowed Cooper on the third down that we ended up turning over, even though it was a play action, and that's where you can sit on your back foot, let him clear that window. But those are plays that he's capable of making. Those two stand out. I know that's what you guys will see, but I saw a guy that had total command, saw the field really well, and it's unfortunate that those two errors that we had ended up leading to turnovers, but you give them credit, they made those plays. Okay? Thanks, guys.